Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. Currently, my favourite premium tank, one of my probably my favourite at the moment. I've got a couple of tanks that I absolutely love premium wise. And this is up there and at the top. It is up there at the very top. Closely behind this is probably the tier 8 Peugeot. I'm absolutely loving that tank. And probably close behind that is the tier 9 AMX 31ER. But this tank for me just does it. This tank is such a good tank if you know how to play. If you don't know how to play this tank, it's not such a good tank. What do I love about it? I mean, for me, I love the tier 9 waffle, and I love the tier 10 grill. Now, for me, this is just a tier 8 grill. It just really does feel like a tier 8 grill. Plays exactly the same as a tier 8 grill. But you're up against lower tiers. You're up against the tier 7s. You're up against the tier 8s and tier 9s. So what's good about it? I mean, everything. I mean, the penetration's pretty good, the speed's pretty good, the gun is just lovely, the damage, the alpha, the accurate, everything. I loved it. I absolutely love it. And I probably like it more that it's got no armor. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to have some armor on this, but when I play tanks with no armor, it makes me play just that a little bit different. I'm less aggressive, because you have to be. You have no choice, otherwise you will get wrecked. So that is probably why, and that's why I love the Leopard so much as well. Leopard is my favourite tank in the game, and this is closely behind that with my favourite premium tank in the game. So, and it's again, none of them have got armour. None of the tanks, the Leopard and this, and most of the tanks that I adore, have armor. Grill, I absolutely love, has no armor. The waffle, I absolutely love, has no armor. So I normally play better with tanks without armor. So this is why this tank is up there, definitely in my favorite premium so far. It's not OP, and that's what I love about it as well. It's not like I'm saying the T22 is my favorite premium tank, or I'm saying that Object 252U is my favorite premium tank. It's not. It's completely different. It's completely not OP. It's easy to deal with. It really is easy. I don't fear these tanks when I'm up against them. It's just the game, the play style of the tank, the gun, just everything about this tank is so adorable. Now, I had a little debate with someone on the Wargaming server not so long ago, and they were saying about the Borzik. The Borzik is like this, but I don't. It's not. I don't think the Borzik plays nothing like this. I mean, well, it does, but I don't think the Borzik is better than this. This has, I think, better pen than the Borzik. It has better speed than the Borzik. It's bigger than the Borzik. It's just way better than the Borzik. I absolutely hate it. It's kind of weird because it does, I suppose it does have some play style which is the same as the Borzik, but it just feels so different. I mean, the Borzik I hate. I do honestly hate the Borzik, but yet this is my favourite tank in the game. It's kind of weird. It is kind of weird, but that's how it goes sometimes. So we're going to watch a couple of battles, and we're going to show just how good this tank can be performed in the right hands. Now, it's not in my hands. I don't perform anywhere as near as good as these guys. We've just watched Jeepstown now, and he's only done, he's done 4.8k damage, 7 kills. Yes, he was sniping, but just look at that. He was being so effective. He had shots off 1417 base XP, and he completely carried the team. Next up, I don't even know who this is. I've just missed the name. Now, he just sent me the recording. He didn't send me the replay file. He sent me the actual recording. So I don't think this one has any game sound. So I do apologise for that. But he's going to have, like, such an amazing game. And some of the shots he has on this tank is crazy. So at the start of the game, he's gone to the rails to see if he can pretty much camp, see if he can be a TD, which is what I love about this tank. You can be a TD because of the speed of it. You could be a medium, or you can just sit behind your heavies. As long as you don't get shot, as long as you don't get focused, then you'll be absolutely okay. So never, ever be in the front line of fire. Make the team focus your team and not you. It has a big alpha gun. It does 460, sometimes 500 damage per shot. The reload's pretty good. I mean, around 9 seconds for that big alpha as well. And again, it has that speed. So if you are getting pushed by heavies, or if heavies are looking at you, you can easily just move on, run away, just like a medium tank. And that is what I love about these kind of tanks. It's just so many different play styles that you can use it. You can get wrecked, IS5. Get absolutely wrecked. And it's Steven. There we go. I found his name. It's Steven. And even the Tiger P there on the enemy team. Oof, says the Tiger P. So that was a nice ammo rack. And you can occasionally ammo rack tanks with this tank. Not so much often, but we did just see it there with the IS5. So because of that ammo rack, Steven's now on, what, 3k damage? It's 4 against 4. There's still quite a lot of work to do. Gets a nice shot there in on the Tiger P. And again, while he's reloading, he is going to back up and just get out of harm's way and not be focused. Because if you get focused, people should, I'm not saying they always will, because they don't, but people should be shooting HE at you. You're like a Borzik, you're like a Grill. You've got literally 0 armor. You've got no armor whatsoever. So people should be firing HE at you anywhere on you, the front, the turret. Just, you should be getting shot with HE. If you're not getting shot with HE, then you know that player is not the greatest of players. So he's going to take a nice shot there again on the Tiger P, bringing him down to a 1 shot. Now you can see he's ISU there on the left. He's not making a move. He takes out the Super Persian to bring it on 3 kills and 4.2k damage. And there goes that ISU 152. So he's now lost half of his hit points, and it's a 3 against 3. We know that there is a 1-shot with the Tiger P, and you can see the SU there. That's pretty low hit points, but there is also a full hit point AMX. So luckily, that was a nice shot. As I've said, the accuracy on this tank is really, really good, and you can get those snapshots in. Now, I've been playing this tank quite a lot when I stream, because I have been challenged to ace the tank during a stream, but it is proven to be very difficult. Because I stream now on a PC, I absolutely suck playing PC. I'm really, really bad. I don't ever really stream on my phone no more, because I mean, my phone, I'm battery limited. I can only stream for an hour. It's all laggy when I stream. So I normally stream now straight from a PC. So I'm not time limited. I can stream for however long I want. So I do often play this tank. I actually play this tank in every single stream because of that challenge from CJ Warmonkey. Thank you, CJ. He challenged me probably about 4, 5, 6 months ago, and I still haven't managed to ace it. I've got a few first classes on stream, but never an ace at the moment. So this battle so far, he's on 5.3k damage. There's still 2 tanks left alive. I'm not sure what's happened with his teammate there. I don't know if he's just sitting there, or if I think he's gone AFK. So he's gone to relocate. He's gone to relocate, and he's going to try and come behind the enemy tanks. We know that the AMX there. We know he's low hit points. And what he's going to do is he's going to take out the Tiger P. He was going to use the HE, but there was no need. And he does take out the Tiger P. Now, these are the kind of shots I absolutely love. Not the AMX, the SU is just sitting right in the middle, and you're able to shoot in between these buildings. There's just the tiniest gap that you can shoot, and not a lot of people know this. Not a lot of people know this shot, and it pays off really, really well for him, and he manages to get the win. So really, really good game, Stephen. Thank you for sending me that in. 6.4k damage, 1666 base XP, and the Tiger P, of course, he did go AFK and do 0 damage. Next up, we have the Pupek guy, the Pupek Pupek. I don't freaking know. We're going to call him Pupek, because why not? So he's now on Canal. Now, this is a good map to camp in, but Pupek is not going to do that. He is bottom tier, so he does have to be careful. But he's gone towards the right side with his heavy tanks. Now, straight away, he spots the IS-8. Now, he's not going to really... He wasn't intending to play this as a campy game. He wasn't intending to sit there, camp. What he's really going to do is he's going to play really, really aggressive for the first bit of the battle. So straight away he's spotted the Object 704, and that is a tank you do not want to be HE'd with. He can HE you for one shot. He can take you out for one shot if he manages to get a high roll. So look how aggressive he's playing. He's right up there, and somehow manages to get a bounce. It was only 250 block damage, but there goes another. He does take a shot from the IS-8, who seems to be running the shit stock gun. So I think, or I don't even know if there was someone else behind. I don't know who at the moment is shooting from behind. I think it's the AT-15. So straight away, he's lost half of his hit points. He's lost half of his hit points, but that is pretty much this side clear from these two tanks. There, as we know, there is that AT-15 up there somewhere, and the team are starting to die. So now he is going to camp because he has shots. He's going to have shots, and if you've got shots, then take them. If you can get... I mean... People complain all day long about campers, but just look at this. He has shot after shot after shot, and he's going to absolutely use that to his advantage. There's no point him moving across the map to help his team, to get closer to the team, to have the same kind of shots, but yet you'll be spotted. So he's doing really well, and he's getting the damage out. He's going to try and get that shot. If he can get this shot, then I'll be very, very surprised. Doesn't manage to do it, but at the moment it's now a 3-on-4, and the 3 are all round this side of the map, and they still are unable to deal with the AT-15. So he does deal with him and gets his first kill. So he's on 3.7k damage. He now has a side of the E75 if he could get the shot, but E75 does go behind the building, so unless he backs up, of course he is going to back up, and he gets a 434 roll, bringing his damage now just over the 4k mark. And here now comes the AMX. So the AMX is definitely needs to be taken out. A nice shot there. The E75 takes out the lever, so it now is a 2-on-3, and the AMX has now gone to rush the motion. So he has to get these shots off. He has to bring these guys down to low enough hit points, because that motion isn't going to survive long with the AMX and the E75 pushing. So he's going to get a shot on the E75. That was quite a low roll, to be honest, 414, but he is now spotted, and the T44, 382 damage, which now brings him down to a one shot. Where you go in T44, do not HE me. I don't know if he HE'd him or he had the 122mm, but he absolutely got wrecked. Nice ammo rack there, and he's now bringing it down to a 1 versus 1. Gets that nice shot. He does have to be careful though, because he is a one shot to this E75, and he still needs to... Stupid camper. Look, stupid camper. Well, obviously AMX, you didn't see the start of the game when he was right up there with 2 tanks on the enemy team, 2 tier 9s in fact. He was right up there. So he done the right thing. He done the right thing in camping. He had the shots, and it's paid off. 6.2k damage, and it's a 1 versus 1. He's still got a lot of work to do. He has to get a shot off. He has to not be spotted. He has to get the first shot off. He has to. Otherwise, this could be a loss. Now, the E75, I'm not sure what damage he does, but he's done 2 kills. So, I mean, he's not looking too bad of a player if he's got a couple of kills. Now, he does spot the E75, but he's in a bad position. He does manage to get out the way before he is spotted. So now the E75 is down to a 1 shot. So they are both 1 shots, but the E75 at the moment still has the advantage with the armor wise. It's still going to be a difficult pen if he comes directly at him. He will need to aim at the weak point, but if the E75 comes down, he literally just needs to point his gun at this tank. So what he's doing now is just going to relocate. He's going to relocate from a different angle, and that's exactly what he does. He should have aimed. He should have aimed, because that shot is, or I thought it was, going to get him spotted. So luckily, he doesn't quite get spotted there. Still plenty of time on the clock. Still absolutely loads of time. 2 minutes when it's a 1 versus 1 is a lot of time. Use that, because he's on 6.6k damage. You want to use as much of that time as possible. There's no need to rush. You want to win this. You don't want to lose this after putting in so much effort, and he gets the rear. Nice work in the relocation there. Absolutely lovely. And this is why this tank is my favorite premium tank in the game. 6.7k damage, 65,000 credits, and he owned it. Bottom tier, and he completely owned it. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy69. If this tank ever comes available again, I would definitely recommend buying it. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.